Over there. Y'all work with that much.
It's a very, very, very plump stormtrooper.
A very what stormtrooper?
Plump.
Oh.
And it made me think. I think that like stormtroopers, they probably don't have a lot of physical training that goes in. Like it's just the suit, and then you're set, right? Sounds like a good gig.
What happened to the people in the back of the house? It's half empty here. They're drunk or dead. Or
I
both.
think people had to go home today, didn't they? A lot of people going home today.
They're sleeping.
Yeah. Apparently everybody partied hard last night.
Let's see, how many people went to bed at 1 a.m.? I did. How many people went to bed at 2 a.m.? How many people went to bed at 3 a.m.? 4? How many people have not gone to bed yet?
Here's the better question.
Dragon Con.
That would ruin me.
Welcome to Dragon. How many people have not gone to bed for the past 2 days?
Ow.
Whoa. There are a few. You
Hats off
actually,
to you guys.
You look very chipper too. What's what's the secret?
Coffee, lots of soda, and lots of cookies.
How many of you thought you were adding to the hazard?
That's the hard stuff. Wow.
Soda and cookies together. California.
Yeah, I can't do that. That'll kill me. Oh, pretzels. Yeah.
Were there any showers involved in that period of time? Good, that's what I care about.
Yeah.
I was sort of wondering last night how many days before a stormtrooper outfit becomes uninhabitable.
20 minutes, I think.
Jim. How did you go there? That didn't even cross my mind.
After a while, it's called soup.
Okay. Thanks for that.
My question is along the same lines. Yeah, along the same lines, since most of you are newcomers to Dragon Con, not necessarily costumes, what is the most mind-blowing thing you have seen all weekend?
There's not one. There's a bunch, and there's like a top 10 that kind of stick out. Here's what I like, just because I've been to many conventions, I've never been to so I've been especially not one on this level. When you guys go down to that, everybody goes down to that main floor of the Marriott, and they just set up shop, and you just literally watch everybody going by. It's like, it's the best people watching ever. You know, here's what I thought was really cool, and you'd never see this anywhere else. There's a really cool character, and to thank them, people go up and get their picture taken with them. I noticed that a lot this weekend. Is that normal? Is that, when you guys see something that you appreciate, and somebody that spent a lot of time and effort on a costume, you know what, that's incredibly cool. Like, not that you would see that anywhere else, but that shows a level of respect for somebody else. It's gonna sound dorky, but it kind of shows, you bring your guard down a bit, you know, it's a vulnerability. It's going up to somebody and saying, I really like what you did, can I take my picture with you? That's big, that's opening up your heart to someone else, which, again, I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry, I'm tired, but you know what I mean? I've never seen that before, the camaraderie between people that don't even know each other. It's very cool. Emotional place, and I didn't mean it to.
I like the naked people.
This is the difference between the boys and the girls on Supernatural.
Most of them.
Most of the naked people?
Yeah.
Did you see the fat stormtrooper after he got out of his costume?
Is that in your room later, or?
Unfortunately.
Rough night, Jim, rough night.
Not rough enough.
I saw something pretty mind-blowing.
You're not here, are you, Mom?
I saw a young woman drinking soda and eating cookies. And then chasing it with pretzels, and that was pretty nuts.
That makes me feel really wild.
Yeah, it actually does, because you're like, no, actually, I can't have cookies or pretzels.
I can't do the pretzels, but you know. Yeah, I doubled up on the cookies.
Julie, how about you? Anything that's just blowing your mind?
Everything. Nothing in particular. I said the other day, everything feels like a blur.
Her mind is pretty
That's not an
blown.
insult. It's just, it's just. I don't know what day it is.
Everything feels like a blur. I love it.
Yeah. Like when I go to bed, everything, it's like the energy in the 4 hotels is still living in my head. Right? It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Anybody else in there with it?
Such a lonely room. He started that. I'm in the middle. What else am I supposed to do? Otherwise, I'm watching a tennis game.
Yes, you were in the middle.
Here's our next question. Yes, this is for Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
This is a question from Sandra, actually. With all your acting now, are you still doing a lot of the computer type?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. When I was broke, I used to fix computers. And then, sort of when I was doing shows, everybody knew that I used to fix computers. So executive producers used to go, could you just look up my Mac for me? So if I get a phone call at 3 in the morning, I could have a series, or it could be, what's my network password? I'm not kidding. It's so beautifully humbling. So, yeah, I got something for you. Is it a show, or? Oh, no, here you go, this is for virus. Is that no virus? No viruses on Macs, how dare you! But, I love computers. What it is like, Ron and David Icke and those guys never wanted to take their stuff to the Genius Bar because it's got all their scripts on it and everything they've ever written, all their deals and everything else, so they like to keep it private. So when I wasn't working, I was making good money fixing everybody's Macs. I do it. I love it. My geeky side.
Morning, this is for Jim. I was going to ask you if there's any differences from when you worked on The West Wing to Supernatural. Was it a different?
You were in The West Wing?
Yeah, it was. It's good. I was on the West Wing for one day. West Wing, that's an interesting. That was my favorite show at the time. I just loved that show, and I desperately wanted to be on it. And I got a chance to audition for it, and they gave me the sides for the audition, and it was just a little thing as a TV reporter in a press room sequence. And I thought, I don't care if it's just that, 8 lines or whatever. It's a chance to be on the West Wing. And so I auditioned, and they called me a couple hours later, said I got it, and it started shooting the next morning at like 7. And there was something about the script that made me think, oh yeah, how they used to have the people walking through the White House and you'd see the TV monitors, and there'd be press room stuff happening on the TV monitors in the background. And I thought, well, I wonder if that's, like ongoing. If maybe I'm going to be there more than just long enough to say these 8 lines or so. And so I called up the production office late in the afternoon and said, is there any more than just what was in the audition? And they said, we'll get back to you. I didn't hear anything. But 1 o'clock in the morning, the fax machine goes off, and 17 pages of stuff come rolling out. And it's all for me to shoot at 7 o'clock the next morning. And it's all Aaron Sorkin speak.
Oh, wow.
Which, it was about economic developments in Nicaragua. And
I remember it now.
It was...
Which happens to be your area of expertise, so you lucked out.
Yeah, but I had kind of been off it for a few weeks, and I was rusty. Yeah.
And he's very specific about his. You have to say.
Oh, you got to say the syllable the way the syllable is written.
He's very specific about how he wants his stuff read.
So my dream day on the West Wing was 15 hours of hell. I stumbled over lines over and over and over and over. And the actors were very cool because several of them came up to me and said, "Hey, don't worry about this. Happens to us all the time. We get pages at the last minute." And the director and the cinematographer were less cool because they wanted to go home that week. And it turned out to be one of the worst experiences of my life.
Just like Supernatural?
Not like Supernatural. No, Supernatural, we get our scripts, you know, a few days in advance. We get a chance to actually memorize them. They actually included my little clip in a special West Wing they did right after 9/11. And so it's like, I get 2 chances to see myself fumbling all over the place. Well, one nice thing, Martin Sheen came up and said, "Hey, don't fret this too much." He said, "Come here." He took me into the Oval Office set, and he said, "Look around the desk there." And I looked around the desk, and every single vertical face to any object had lines pasted on it. So it's not just me, it's the press too. That's all I have.
This question is for the 4 that aren't Misha Collins.
I'm a little bit Misha Collins.
I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm just a little bit Misha Collins.
And a little bit country.
A little bit rock and roll.
This question better be, isn't it inspiring to work with Misha Collins?
We can all answer that pretty well.
Oh, we can do that one. You got that one?
On the show, the fans for Misha Collins were called Misha Amigos. What would the other 4 call their fans?
No.
Misha Amigos, did you say?
No, they're not called that.
They're called Minions.
They called them that in the script, in the fictitious
In
version of reality of French Mistake.
French Mistake.
Yes.
Misha's Minions. I don't have any fans, so that's okay.
I don't either.
I don't either, so I don't know.
But you, Jim?
No, the Beavs?
Wait, what are yours called? You have
The Beaverettes?
The Beaver Eaters? What is it?
They're the flying beavers.
No,
The Happy
the only
Beavers?
thing I got is my Twitter fans who are Twitches.
Twitches?
Twitches.
Do you watch the show?
No, I'm Twitches. I didn't know, because Tracy's got, what are Tracy's called? Tracy Dinwiddie just calls them
T-bugs.
T-bugs, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I threw it out there. I just wanted to.
I don't know, you tell us. You tweet it. Or yell it, Mark. We don't have to.
I don't have any fans,
Put it
I
right
told
now.
These people are very happy about the fact that you don't have fans.
The fans with no name.
I don't
You're
have
the
an
shepherd, they could be sheep.
Oh, don't even. Now he's trying to force the issue. Doesn't count. You don't get to decide.
Shepherd's flock!
What?
Shepherd's flock!
Oh, stop it. An original bone in your body. No.
You're going to complain about people riffing on your name?
Absolutely.